Hello everybody and welcome to this Spring Equinox guided meditation. So March 20th this year is the Spring Equinox, this moment of balance between day and the night. And then this tipping point where we begin to move into longer days, more daylight, warmth, sunshine, and really getting into the growing part of the year. So this is a wonderful time of year to really think about your dreams, your creative intentions, your wishes, and how you want to show up for the spring and the summer months this year. So for this guided journey, you can be seated, you can lie down, you can practice in whatever way feels comfortable for you. You just want to be able to relax and then follow along with what I'm saying. So go on ahead and get into your preferred position for this meditation and we'll begin. So however you're choosing to do this meditation, if you're seated or lying down, just have a little bit of time to really get comfy. So if you need to move the body, move the shoulders, move the head. And then if it feels okay to do so, closing the eyes now as we begin to really focus our awareness, our energy inwards. We're going to start to move our awareness onto the breath. Starting to pay attention to the rise and the fall of our breathing. Trying your best to send your breath down into the belly. Allowing the belly to expand with your inhale. And as we exhale, taking a really nice cleansing exhale as we sigh the breath out the mouth. Inhale down to the belly. Exhale. With every exhale, just really letting yourself land here in the moment. Allowing the shoulders to soften, the face to soften. And then eventually just finding a way for the breath to move with ease. So maybe closing the mouth. And then we're going to begin now to visualize ourselves. Standing on green spring grass. On this day of the equinox. So we're going to imagine ourselves standing barefoot, and I want you to begin to wiggle your toes into the grass, which is covered in that fresh spring dew. The earth beneath your feet is cool and damp, but not cold. And as you breathe in the sense of spring. A smell that you haven't experienced over the last few months as we've journeyed through winter. So we breathe in this fresh, uplifting scent of spring. Allow it to flow through every fibre of your being. You also begin to feel the air element of the springtime flowing around your body, moving through your hair. Change is in the air. Possibilities are in the air. You begin to look around your environment and you find yourself outside in a spring meadow. So taking in the colours of this time of year, the yellows of the daffodils, the purples of the crocuses and irises, the beautiful pastel colours of the hyacinths. You look around at the trees and you take in those first signs of blossom. And you hear the return of the bird's song. And again, we breathe in this scene. So breathe in the colours, breathe in the fragrance, breathe in the sounds. And as you're looking around this beautiful meadow, you notice this doorway in front of you. A doorway and a door made of oak and decorated in the finest spring flowers. As you approach the door, it begins to slowly open and sunlight streams in. You open the door and are bathed in rosy pink light mixed with sunshine. And through the doorway you see the image of a maiden goddess of spring, adorned in flowers, wearing exquisite robes of softest fabrics, wearing a crown of flowers, and in her arms she cradles a hare. And this hair is made from moonlight. She smiles at you with loving kindness and she holds out her hand. She is welcoming you through this threshold, through this portal of the spring equinox. She invites you, before you step through, to leave behind all that no longer serves you. To let go of the things that need to be let go of. You feel the presence of somebody behind you, and you turn around and you see that behind you stands your crone self, the wise woman that has journeyed with you through the winter months. She is dressed in a hooded cloak, and as way of integration, of integrating the wisdom from our winter self into our maiden self, she gifts you something. And this object is your wisdom and your truth that you have gathered over the winter. So imagining now what this object is, and you gladly accept it from your crone self. Your wise woman self then embraces you with warmth and love and kindness, and she is dissolved into you, integrated into you. And then you turn back around to face the maiden goddess, welcoming you into the spring. And now, with your integrated self, with your wisdom and your object, you step forward through this threshold, through this portal. You take the hand of the goddess, and you are bathed in light and the smell of blossom and flowers. As she walks in front of you, you notice that every time she steps forward, beneath her bare feet, flowers begin to grow. The grass gets greener and longer. Wild flowers appear. And she guides you to a sacred well. This well is adorned with offerings, crystals, candles, flowers, incense. This is a sacred, ancient well that has been tended to for thousands of years. And this goddess is as ancient as the land. She invites you to drink from this renewing, healing, and inspiring well. You make your hands into a bowl and dip them into the cool, refreshing waters. You drink from the well, and as you drink, you feel the purification of your throat chakra. The seeds of your creativity, your truth, your freedom of expression. She then dips her hands into the well, and the goddess of spring traces a crescent moon on your brow chakra. She opens the palms of your hands and she traces spirals on the palms of your hands. Lastly, she holds her palms over the tops of your feet, grounding you and anchoring you into the earth. She asks if you feel ready to be seen, to be heard, and to share your beautiful light with this world? And you answer yes. She says to you, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. After drinking and being blessed by this sacred well, she guides you back to the door. And with her blessing and with our thanks, we now step back through the door, back into the meadow. We turn around to give our thanks to this beautiful goddess. We see her disappearing into the light as the door closes. The door too dissolves into light, and we're back in the meadow, bare feet on the grass. We have our object still with us from our crone self, and we feel renewed and blessed by the healing waters and the goddess of spring. When we look down at our body, we notice that we are now in our maiden form, ready to share our maiden self with the world this spring. Let's take a deep breath in together and exhale out the mouth. Slowly allowing this visualization to fade, letting go of the meadow and starting to bring ourselves back into this body, into this moment. Feeling free to wriggle through fingers, roll shoulders, and when you're ready, slowly blinking the eyes open, allowing your eyes to adjust to the light in the room. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed that guided journey to meet the goddess of spring and your maiden self. I'm wishing you a really blessed spring equinox and a beautiful new moon in Aries. And I'd love to hear about your experiences in the meditation if you would like to share. If you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would be so grateful if you subscribed. It's also a great way to stay up to date with my offerings, my podcast episodes, offerings such as this, and I'm hoping to be able to do some more yoga videos again too for you. So yeah, really hope you've enjoyed. Wishing you a blessed turning of the wheel of the year, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.